I am Bhaskar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. In today's class, we are going to see linear algebra topic. In that linear algebra topic, we are going to see echelon form. What is echelon form? So first we are going to see linear algebra. Linear algebra. Linear algebra. In this, this is the module 5. In this, we are going to see echelon form. Echelon form. What is that echelon form is nothing but first how do you they'll give either 2 cross 3 or 3 cross 3 or 4 cross 4 any matrix they'll give. We have to find the echelon form. You know that row operations that all you have been learned in the 12th standard only. So using this, I'm telling that what are that how do you simplify echelon form problems? A non-zero row, a non-zero row, a non-zero matrix A is said to be in row echelon form. In row echelon form, if the following conditions, prevail. First condition is nothing but all zero rows are below the non-zero rows. Non-zero rows. Second condition is the first non-zero entry, the first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. This is the conditions for echelon form. So what is that? First one should be all zero rows are below the non-zero rows. All zero rows are below the non-zero rows. The first entry in any non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. For examples, I'll give here the example. Say here I'll take 1, 2, 3, 2. Next 0, 0, 1, 2. Another one should be 0, 0, 0, 1. Here if you'll see in this row, first entry should be 1. And in this row also first entry should be 1. And in this row also first entry should be 1. Here in this matrix, all the rows are what are that? Non-zero rows. Next matrix I'll write. That matrix, just I'll take the same example only. 1, 2, 3, 2. Next one should be 0, 1, 2, 3. Next I'll write 0, 0, 0. All 0 rows. This is nothing but 0 row. All 0 rows we will write below the what that. This is 0 row. We are writing what that? 0 row we are writing below the non-zero row. 0 row we are writing below the non-zero row. So this is for that the given matrix. This is the second example and this is the first example I have given. So based on this, all 0 rows here, first condition, all 0 rows are below the non-zero rows. Here only one 0 row is there, that is below the non-zero row I have written. The first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. The first non-zero entry, this is 1 and this is 1 and this is 1. So first non-zero entry in any non-zero row is 1. So this is that way we will define what is that the echelon form. Next, rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix. How do you find the rank of a matrix means? Next one should be rank of a matrix. rank of a matrix, rank of a matrix. the the rank of a matrix, the rank of a matrix, the rank of a matrix A in echelon form is equal to the number of non-zero rows, number of non-zero rows, number of non-zero rows, and it is denoted by rank of A. It is denoted by rank of A. Number of non-zero rows. For example, here if you take this example only, how many rows are there? 3 rows are there. First row, second row, third row. Number of non-zero rows means this is non-zero row, this is also non-zero row, this is also non-zero row. For first example, in the echelon form, rank is 3. If we take the second example, this is the second example. Here number of non-zero rows should be 1, 2. Here 2 non-zero rows are there, 1 zero row is there. You have to totally 3 rows are there. In this non-zero row should be 2. So rank of a matrix is nothing but 2. So in this way we can find the ranks of a matrix, and first we have to reduce the echelon form, then we will find the rank of a matrix. Right. First problem I'll solve in this method. First problem. Right. First problem. Find the rank of a matrix. Find the rank of a matrix and reduce it into echelon form. And reduce to echelon form. And reduce to echelon form. What does that say? First we will take it as rank of a matrix should be. I'll write the problem here. So I'll take the given matrix as A matrix. Here that element should be 1, 2, 1, 0. And next one should be -2, 4, 3, 0. Next one is 1, 0, 2, 8. So like this, this is the given matrix. For this, we have to find rank and we have to find and reduce to echelon form. So that we are going to do now. First, any problem if they'll give, we should take how many rows are there we can take. Here 3 rows are there. So we know that how do you use that row transformations, that all you studied in second PUC. Now I'll take the given matrix as A equal to A equal to 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, -2, 4, -2, 4, 3, 0, 1, 0, 2, 8. This is the matrix, given matrix should be. Here, first we should have to identify when you are doing this. So I'll tell you here, say, first identify the principal diagonal elements. You have to identify the principal diagonal elements. Which are the principal diagonal elements means here, this is the principal diagonal elements. So this is the principal diagonal elements. Identify the principal diagonal elements. Below the principal diagonal elements, we have to make 0. In first step, I have to make these two elements should be 0. This is the principal diagonal. Below the principal diagonal elements, we have to make 0. In first step, we can make first column element should be 0. So that means in R2 row, I have to make 0. In R3 row, I have to make 0. That means in the first step, we have to make first column element should be 0. So how do you make that column element 0 means, if you are making first column element should be 0, we have to use that principal diagonal element only. You have to use that principal diagonal element only. If you are making second column element 0 means you have to use that principal diagonal element only. So that's the way I can write here. I have to make these two elements should be 0. So which two elements I have to make 0 means these two elements. So if you'll see which are the two elements I am going to make 0 means this element I am going to make 0 and this element I am going to make 0. Here what are the element is there? -2 and 1. So in R2 row I have to make 0 and in R3 row I have to make 0. So now here R2 implies so we have to use, already I told that if first column elements, if you are making 0 means we have to use R1 row only. If second column means R2 row only. Now I can use here R2 should be -2 is there, minus R2 row. In R3 also, here R3 row is there, R3 row should be one element is there. So R3 I will write. So now what element I have to multiply with R1 we have to see here. What element I have to multiply with R1. So that only I'll take here. I'll take now. R2 implies that R2 here minus is there, here plus is there, minus plus is there. So now I can write R2 plus 2R1. R2 plus 2R1 I can write. Why 2R1 means if I multiply R1 row with 2 means R2 plus 2R1. R3 is nothing but 1. Here 1 is there. R3 implies that R3 minus R3 minus R1. R3 minus R1. Now, how do you simplify this? We can see how do you simplify this? We will simplify this one by using that operations. Now, I'll use like this symbol. So in R1 row, I'm not doing anything. I'll write as it is 1, 2, 1, 0. And next one should be, I'm multiplying here in R2 row, R2 plus 2R1. This is -2 is R2 plus 2 into R1 should be 2. -2 plus 2 should be 0. R2 is nothing but just I am writing 4 into 2, 8. See here, 4 plus 2R1. 4 already R2 is nothing but 4. 2 we are multiplying R1 row with 2. 4 plus 4 is nothing but 8. And next R2 row I am multiplying R2 row I am writing as it is 3 plus 2 into R1. 2 into R1 means 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then R2 is nothing but 0 plus 2 into 0 is nothing but 0. Next R3 is nothing but R3 minus R1. 1 minus 1 should be 0. 0 minus 2. What is that? 0 minus 2 is nothing but -2. Next one should be R3. 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1. 8 minus 0 is nothing but 8. So this is the first operation I have done. Next, say I have to identify the principal diagonal element. So if I identify the principal diagonal element, which is the principal diagonal elements we have to identify. So if you will identify the principal diagonal elements, this is nothing but the principal diagonal elements here. So now in next step what I have to do, below the principal diagonal elements I have to make 0. This is a procedure to make the to find the rank of a matrix. Which is the element here below the principal diagonal? -2 is that. This element I have to make 0. So this element I have to make 0. How do you make that element should be 0? We can say this -2 I have to make 0. How do you make this -2 should be 0 means we will use the technique, or that here 8 is there, here -2 is there. We can use that and we can simplify it. So now I'll write the operation here. See, in R3 row I have to make 0. In R3 row I have to make 0. I'll use R3. What element I have to multiply for R3 means here, see, here 8 is there, here -2 is there. So that's the way I will multiply with 4. 4 R3. 4 into 2 should be 8. Next, plus we will write R2, I will write plus R2. Because, so if you do like this, we will below the principal diagonal elements, we will make 0. Next, I will write, I can simplify this by using, now here first row, second row I am writing as it is 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 8, 5, 0. Next one should be R3 implies that 4 R3. plus R2. 4 into R3. 4 into 0 plus R2 should be 0. Next one should be 4R3. 4 into 2 is minus 8. Plus R2 is plus 8. Minus 8 plus 8 should be 0. And 4R3. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is nothing but 9. 4R3. 4 into 8 is nothing but 32. 4 into 8 is 32 plus 0 is nothing but, I'll write it as 32. Now, below the principal diagonal elements, I made 0. So if you'll see here, below the principal diagonal elements, if you'll take, which is the below the principal diagonal elements, this is the principal diagonal. So below the principal diagonal elements, I made 0. These elements, I made it 0. So once below the principal diagonal elements made 0 means, we can see number of, so first I will reduce to what is that, echelon form. Echelon form means first non-zero entry should be what is that? In any row, first entry should be 1. If you'll see here, the first entry should be 1. Here, first entry should not be 1. Here, what is that? 8 is there. Here, what is that? 9 is there. So now, that's the way to reduce the echelon form. To reduce in echelon form. To reduce in echelon form. Now, what I will do here, see, in first row, 1 only is there. In second row, 8 is there. In third row, first element should be non-zero entry should be what is that? 8, 9 is there. So that's the way I'll write. R2 implies that R2 divided by 8, and R3 implies that R3 divided by 9. If you take this, you will get in the form of what is that? 1, 2, 1, 0. Next one should be R2 by 8 is 0 by 8 is 0. 8 by 8 is 1. This one should be 5 by 8, and 0 by 8 is 0. Next 0, 0, 9 by 9 is 1. Next one should be 32 by 9. Now in any non-zero row, first entry should be what is that? Here first entry should be 1. Here first entry should be 1. Here first entry should be 1. Now this is in the echelon form. To reduce this, which is in the echelon form. Now rank of a matrix. What is that? Rank of a matrix is nothing but rank of a matrix is nothing but number of non-zero rows. Number of non-zero rows. How many non-zero rows are there here? Number of non-zero rows. So rank, we will denote it like this. Already I told that rank of A equal to number of non-zero rows should be 3. Rank of A is 3. Right. One problem I have done. So one more problem I'll do in the rank of a matrix. One more problem I'll solve in this rank of a matrix. Right. Reduce the following matrix. Next question. Reduce the following matrix. Or first only you can write find rank of a matrix. Find rank of a matrix and reduce it into echelon form. And reduce it into echelon form. So first one should be, we can take it as solution. Sorry, I'll give the matrix here. The matrix should be 1, 1, 1, 1. And next one should be 3, 0, 1, minus 6. 3, 0, 1, minus 6. And next one should be 9, 3, 1, 0. 9, 3, 1, 0. Next one should be 0, minus 6. 0, minus 6, 1, 9. 0, minus 6, 1, 9. This is the matrix. For this, I am finding the rank of a matrix and echelon form for this. So first the given matrix, I'll take it as A matrix. A equal to, what is that? A equal to 1, 1, 1, 1. 3, 0, 1, minus 6. 9, 3, 1, 0. 0, minus 6, 1, 9. This is the matrix A matrix. Now echelon form we have to take. So how do you take echelon form means, first we have to identify the principal diagonal elements here. Which are all the principal diagonal elements, you know that. So identify the principal diagonal elements. So this is the principal diagonal elements. So this is the principal diagonal elements. This below this elements, in first row I have to make 0. So that means in first column I have to make 0. So how do you make 0 means, which are the elements I have to make 0 means, this 3 I have to make 0, and this 9 I have to make 0, and this one also I have to make 0. How do you make this element should be 0 means, first in R2 row I have to make 0, in R3 row I have to make 0, in R4 row I have to make 0. In R2 row is nothing but R2 minus R2. In R3 row is nothing but R3 minus. Already in R4 row we made it 0. Not required to write this. Not required to write this because already it is 0 is there. Not required to make again 0. So that is the intention here. Now what I will do, R2. What term you will subtract with R1? It will become 0. You have to see. What term if you will subtract with R1? It will become 0 means R2 minus 3R1. R3 minus 9R1 I can write. R3 minus 9R1 I am writing. Why? Here 1 is there. So R3 is 9 minus 1. R1 row if I multiply with 9 means 9 into 1 should be 9. So you will get 0. So now I can simplify that by using this row operations. So we can simplify this using this row operations is nothing but I can write first row I can take it as 1, 1, 1, 1. Now R2 implies that what is that? 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 should be 0. And R2 is nothing but 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 should be minus 3. 1, R2 is 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 is nothing but minus 2. Next R2 is minus 6 minus 3 is nothing but minus 9. Next similarly R3 is nothing but 9 minus 9 should be 0. R3 is nothing but 3 minus 9. 3 minus 9 should be minus 6. R3 is nothing but 1 minus 9. 1 minus 9 should be minus 8. Then 0 minus 9 is nothing but 0 minus 9 is minus 9. Next I'll write R4 row as it is 6 minus 6. Sorry, 0 minus 6, 1, 9. Because R4 row I may not done any operations. Next, I will identify the principal diagonal elements. I will identify the principal diagonal elements. What is that? Which are all the principal diagonal elements? First column elements, I made it 0. After this, I am identifying this is the principal diagonal elements. So you can take this, these are principal diagonal elements. Now below the principal diagonal elements, we have to make 0. Which two elements I have to make 0 means this minus 6 I have to make 0 and this minus 6 I have to make 0. Using which one means minus 3 I have to use. Now I can use in R3 row I have to make 0. And the next one should be in R4 row also I have to make 0. R3 is nothing but that minus 3. I can use R3. Here also I'll write R4. So what element we have to subtract? We have to see now. So what element I have to subtract? I can see. So here in R3 here what is that? Minus 6 is there. Here minus 3 is there. What element you will multiply with minus 3? You will get minus 6 means you can multiply with what is that? 2. So that's the way minus 2 into R2 I will write. Minus 2 into R2. Next one here also minus 6 is there. Here minus 3 is there. Here also the same thing I will do. Minus 2 into R2. With these operations, I can simplify this. So if you simplify it, you will get in the form of first R1 row, R2 row, I have not done anything. I will write as it is 1, 1, 1, 0, minus 3, minus 2, minus 9. Next one should be 0. R3 is nothing but that. Minus 6 into 2 into R2 is nothing but 0, 6. Next one should be minus 8. Next, minus 2 into minus 2 should be, you will get it as plus 4. Minus 8 plus 4 should be minus 4. And next one should be minus 9. Minus 9 plus 18. Minus 9 plus 18 should be 9. Plus 18 should be 9 you will get. Next one should be, similarly we can simplify this. R4 implies that R4 minus 2R2. So 0 minus 0, 0. Then this one you are multiplying with 2, minus 6, minus of minus 6 should be plus 6. That should be 0. And next one should be R4 is nothing but 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4 should be 5. 1 plus 4 should be 5. And next one should be here 9. R4 is 9 minus of minus 2. 9 plus 18. 9 plus 18 should be 27. Now this one you will get it as, now we have to identify the principal diagonal. So if you'll identify the principal diagonal, so we can take this the principal diagonal elements. So principal diagonal element should be 1 minus 3 minus 4, 27. This is the principal diagonal elements. Below the principal diagonal element I have to make 0, which is already this first column 0, second column 0, third column. Below this minus 4. This element I have to make 0. So how can I make that element should be 0 means I have to use minus 4 and I can make that one should be 0. Now here in R4 row I have to make 0. So R4 implies that here 5 is there, that 4 is there. So that's the way I will multiply this. 4 into R4 minus 4 into R4 minus, or there's different symbols is there means you can add plus 5 into 4 into R4, 5 into R3. So why plus I am doing means here different symbols is there. Here minus 4 is there, here 5 is there. So if we'll simplify this, 4 R4 plus 5 R3 we can do. We will get that one. So I'll take, so first as it is, I can write the elements. First R1 row, R2 row, I can, R3 row also I can write as it is. Then I can simplify R4 row only. Now I can write here R1 row is 1, 1, 1, 1. Next one should be 0, minus 3, minus 2, minus 9. And next one should be 0, 0, minus 4, and 9. Next one should be what that operation I have done. So using that, I will simplify this. We'll simplify that one. So we know that how much you will get that one. See here, I'll show that previous one. Here operation I have written 4R4. This one should be 0. This is also 0. 4R4 means 4 into 5, 20. 4 into 5, 20. Then this one plus 4 into 5 should be 20. Minus 20 plus 20 should be 0. Now you'll get, so first 3 elements should be 0, 0, 0. You'll get this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. Now here what is there? See, if you'll see this, here 27 is there. 4 into 27. You can multiply 4 into 27. 4 into 27 plus 5 into 9. 4 into 27. 4 into 27 plus 5 into 9. That only no, 4 into 27 plus 5 into 9. This is 27 is there, R4, 4 into 27 plus 5 into 9. So you will multiply, you will get 27. 27 4s are, 4 8s are, what is that? 4 7 4 are 28. 2. Then 4 2s are, this is 108 plus 45. 108 plus 45 should be, 45 is nothing but 8 plus 5 should be 13. This one should be 5. 153 you will get. So this is the required solution for the given equation. Sorry, the given matrix. Now here if you'll see, below the principal diagonal elements, I made 0. Below the principal diagonal elements, see this is the below the principal diagonal elements. All below the principal diagonal elements, I made it 0. Now in next step, what is that? Echelon form if it is required means, if it is required echelon form means, what I will do, here first column, first row if you'll see, first element should be 1. In second row, the element should be minus 3 is there. In third row, the element should be minus 4 is there. This one. That's the way to reduce to echelon form. To reduce in echelon form. To reduce in echelon form. We take the first matrix should be, what is that? 1, 1, 1, 1. Next one should be, see here, first R is there. Now what I'll do here, I'll divide R2 implies that R2 divided by minus 3. R3 implies that R3 divided by minus 4. R3 divided by minus 4. Then R4 implies that R4 divided by 153. R4 divided by 153. Now 1, 1, 1. Now 0, this is for 1. Then minus 2 by 3 is nothing but the 2 by 3. Minus 9 divided by minus 3 is nothing but 3. This is 0, 0. R4 divided by minus 4 is nothing but 1. This one should be minus 9 by 4. Next one should be 0, 0, 0. 153 divided by 153 is nothing but it will get us 1, which is echelon form. Next, number of rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix is nothing but, what is that rank of a matrix equal to? Number of non-zero rows. Number of non-zero rows. How many non-zero rows are there? Number of non-zero rows. Rank of A equal to 4. Rank of A equal to 4. Right. One more problem we can see in this rank of a matrix. This rank of a matrix, one more problem we can see. So directly here, I'm not giving echelon form. So I'll go to directly what is that rank of a matrix. Right. Find the rank of a matrix. Find the rank of a matrix. Find the rank of a matrix. Here echelon form I'm not doing, so directly I'll write it that one. In find the rank of a matrix. A equal to, so first one should be 0, 1, minus 3, minus 1. Next one should be 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Next one should be 3, 1, 0, 2, 3, 1, 0, 2. Next one should be 1, 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 1, minus 2, 0. This is nothing but the matrix, given matrix. For this, you have to find the rank of a matrix. So how do you find the rank of a matrix means? So first we can identify the principal. First I'll write the given matrix A equal to. Here, one thing you should remember, first element should be only 0 is there. First I'll write the matrix, then we will discuss. 0, 1, minus 3, minus 1, 1. Sorry. 0, 1, minus 3, minus 1. Next one should be 1, 0, 1, 1, 3, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, minus 2, 0. This is the A matrix. For this, first element, if you'll see, if you'll identify the principal diagonal element, first element should be only 0 is there. If first element only 0 is there, it is not possible to do operations below the principal diagonal elements. You have to make 0. It is not possible. So that's the way what I will do. I will interchange. R1 and R2. Any leading diagonal element. That means principal diagonal element is 0 is there in first one only. We want to perform the operations here. So first entry only, what is there here? 0 is there. Such a case, what we will do, we will interchange R1 to R2. Because here 1 is there, here 0 is there. If you will interchange means you will get it in that form. That's the way I will interchange R1 to, I will interchange R1 to R2 and R2 to R1. R1 to R2, R2 to R1. So if you interchange R1 to R2, R2 to R1, so we will get in the form of, we'll take 1, 0, 1, 1. Next one should be what is that? 0, 1, minus 3, 1. 0, 1, minus 3, minus 1. 3, 1, 0, 2. 1, 1, minus 2, 0. This is the matrix. In this matrix, you can identify the principal diagonal elements. So if you will identify the principal diagonal elements, you will get in the form of, This is the principal diagonal element. So this one is the principal diagonal element. So we have to make 0 below the principal diagonal elements. If we make 0 below the principal diagonal elements means already it is 0 is there, not required to make. This element I have to make 0 and this element I have to make 0. Now in R3 row I have to make 0. In R4 row I have to make 0. In R3 what is there? See, R3 should be, this is 3 is there here. In R4 this R4 is there. So R3 minus here 3 is there, 3 is 3R1 minus R3 minus 3R1 we have to do. R3 minus 3R3 minus 3R1. Next R4. R4 implies that R4 minus R1 I can do. Now if we'll do this, so we'll get in the form of, with these operations, I can do the row operations. Here R1 and R2 I am not doing anything, so I'll write as it is 1, 0, 1, 1. Next one should be 0, 1, minus 3, minus 1. Next one should be C. R3 is nothing but here 3 is there. Why I multiplied with 3 means here 3 is there, here 1 is there. 3 minus 3 should be 0. That's the way I have done that. R3 minus 3R1. 3 minus 3 is 0. Next one should be 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. Next 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is nothing but minus 3. 0 minus 3 is nothing but minus 3. Next one should be R4. 1 minus 1 should be 0. 1 minus 0 should be 1. Minus 2 minus 1 should be minus 3. And then 0 minus 1 should be minus 1. Now we can identify the principal diagonal element. So, and we can, below the principal diagonal elements, we have to make 0. So if you'll identify the principal diagonal element, this is the principal diagonal element. So below the principal diagonal elements, we have to make 0. So which is the below the principal diagonal element? This element is 1 is there, and this element also 1 is there. We have to make these two elements should be 0. So if you'll make 0, this is R3 implies and R4 implies that. R3 implies that, what is that? R3 minus, and R4 implies that R4 minus. What element you have to multiply means here also 1 is there, here also 1 is there. Directly if you will subtract, it will become 0. So that's the way I'll take R3 minus R2, R4 minus R2 I'll do. So now I'll get, so if I'll simplify this using these operations, I'll get in the form of first two rows I'll write as it is 1, 0, 1, 1. Next one should be 0, 1, minus 3, minus 1. Here, first one should be 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 should be 0. Next one should be minus of minus 3 should be 0. Next one should be minus 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is nothing but that, minus 2. Next R4 minus R2. 0 minus 0 is 0. R4 minus R2 is 0. Next one minus 3, this one should be 0. This one should be also 0 you will get. So if you'll simplify, so you'll get in the form of rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix is nothing but you are getting below the principal diagonal element should be 0, so you are getting a small correction. R4 is nothing but, or that, sorry, R3 is nothing but, R3 is nothing but 2 minus of minus 3. But the 2 minus of minus 3 is 2 minus 3 is nothing but here we will get it as this one as minus 1. 2 minus 3. If you simplify this, here say small mistake happen. R3 is nothing but R3 minus 3R1. R3 is nothing but 2 minus 3R1 means 2 minus 3. So if you while subtracting, here you will get 0. 0. Number of non-zero rows. But that number of non-zero rows is nothing but 2 here. Remaining rows are all what is that? 0 only. Here this one should be minus 1. Should correct it. So minus 1. So now if you'll do here R3 minus minus 1 minus of minus 1 should be minus 1, plus 1 should be 0. Minus 1, minus of minus should be plus 1 should be 0. Now we will take rank of A, number of non-zero rows. What is that? Number of non-zero rows should be 2. Rank of A is 2. With this, we are completing this echelon form and rank of a matrix.